Alright, so from the clips, you guys pretty much saw that we actually got a Vanguard unit. Our actual first Vanguard unit ever, and it's of course an Esganor. I didn't get, I got Esganor without pity, and Vanguard without pity as well, so pretty lucky stuff if I'm gonna be honest with you. My first ever like Vanguard in this game ever. Let's have this reward I'm gonna claim real quick, but yeah. My first ever pretty much Vanguard, and I'm honestly pretty excited. And yeah, in this video, we're going to be showcasing the Esganor. I know many of you guys probably already seen what Esganor does, but I'm just going to showcase it just in case if you guys haven't really seen what Esganor does. So yeah, we're just going to showcase Esganor and stuff. As well as like other units as well. So for example, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I also got 2 shinies as well, Rudy and this Arc. Pretty lucky on those. I mean, I spent a lot of time AFKing, but I got pretty lucky. So yeah, we're going to be showcasing this character, also this character, as well as this character. There should be one more in this Sun God, I guess. So we're gonna be showcasing these 4 characters. I honestly will showcase these characters as well. So yeah, 6 characters showcased in this video. Lots of things to do, and I already pretty much have everything needed to evolve. I definitely grinded like for the past few days, a long time, just to get all these. And yeah, you guys can see pretty nice stuff. Stats are overall not the best, but like not the worst either. I definitely want to I might try to get like better stats if I'm gonna be honest. But I mean, Esganor, he has kind of mid stats, but let's see, let's use it, let's see what we get. Alright, you know what, I'm going to take A for now if I'm going to be honest. I don't want to waste that too much, but alright, so we're going to pretty much evolve this character. Pretty nice. Hiei, that's I think his name from like the anime and stuff. Pretty cool. Hiei Black Dragons, and we got these stats chips, which I will gladly take. We also have some other units as well, like Ali. We're gonna evolve him as well. Okay, his stats are kind of mid, so I might re-roll those real quick. Did the stat go through or something? Cause oh, there it goes. Yeah. Actually, I'll gladly take those stats. Those starts are actually pretty decent, except for the A's, but we'll take those. So let's evolve him as well. All right, pretty nice. So pretty much, I need to farm like some more materials, and there's like I believe 3 more units I need to evolve. Those 2 battle pass units, and there should be one more, I think. Yeah, Newsman. I need to evolve him as well. Let me see how many material I need. I probably need a lot. Yeah, 67%. Yeah, I need pretty much all these stuff, as well as I need to evolve these characters as well. They don't honestly, yeah, they requires, I have most of these materials, so yeah, I'm gonna try to evolve all those characters real quick, and I'll be back when I'm finished. Alright, so we are pretty much back now. As you can see, we pretty much evolve all of these units. So in this video, we're going to be showcasing these 6 units at their max level and stuff. But keep in mind that their stats aren't like 100% that good. So this one, yeah, you guys can see Zeke has ranges like A, this one's SSS, SSZ, SSZ. It's a lot of different, like, they all have different stats if I'm going to be honest with you. So, but overall, though, it really shouldn't change that much. I mean, these stats are really minimal in my personal opinion, so it shouldn't really change that much. Alright, so now let's head to like the Sandbox game mode and showcase these units. Overall, I feel like they should be like pretty good units if I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if they're like meta or anything. I haven't checked the tier list yet. All I know is I believe Esganor is meta because of his stats. If you guys have seen videos on Esganor, I personally have. I haven't really read the stats yet, but I've seen videos on him, and he does like over 1 million damage if you have Vanguard him, which is kind of insane. So honestly, we're going to be showcasing Esganor last because he does have this burn ability, which I want to go through, but let's just wait for everything to load real quick. Alright, so we're going to place down this unit first. We're going to place down them over here. These are the stats overall, nothing too crazy at placement. Unit passive, so these are the passive stuff. I'll go through these after I check out this stats and stuff, but you guys can read them if you guys want to. But yeah, let's upgrade them, and they get a move called the Whirl. Pretty much stop time within range for 12 seconds. Global cooldown, cooldown is 65 seconds, so it is a bit long, so just keep that in mind. But these are the passive. After attacking 4 times, this unit will gain a new attack layer. These 2 layers will drop when there's no target, up to 3 layers. This unit attacks on a 2 SPA, the number cannot be changed. Only attacks enemy within the visible layer. What does that even mean? Like, what do they mean by like layers? That's what I don't understand, like sometimes, because it gains a new attack layer. So I'm not really sure what they mean by that. Maybe like the range becomes longer or something. I personally don't know. Yeah, I personally don't know what that means, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but okay, I guess. So the next ability is Control of Time. When attacking a time stop unit, enemy gain 3 attack layers. I might try it out. So it stops the enemy within the range. So it gains 3 layers. Okay, so it's like this thing. Okay, so that's a time stop effect. It's pretty cool. But I'm guessing the layer, maybe, let's see. Yeah, oh, I'm assuming it's this thing, right? So let's say we place down one more. Okay. How do we, does like this layer thing become bigger or something? I personally don't know. Let's see. No, it becomes bigger by itself. Yeah, I honestly don't know what this layer thing really is. Maybe the range becomes bigger. I don't really know, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. So next thing we're going to showcase is Ali. So cool stats. These are the passive. I'll go through these afterwards. But let's check out the animation, see what it looks like. I'm going into like a first person perspective. I think there's like a way to do that. Yeah, so you can spectate them and stuff. One more time. Alright, cool. So let's upgrade. He also gets a new move. So yeah, it becomes like a rectangle, like AoE. Alright, so Flame Cyclone. Pretty cool stuff. And let's ask him. He get a Fusing Flame Slash. Ooh, pretty cool. I will definitely say that, like, compared to like other tower defense games, at least the one that I have played, I really only played ASCDX and ASCD. I mean, some of Anime Last Stands, but not anymore. But in my personal opinion, Anime Vanguard definitely has like one of the better animations, if I'm gonna be honest, in terms of tower defense games. So I mean, it looks pretty cool. But I mean, these are the stats. He definitely does sing meta. I mean, damage is pretty high, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So he does see meta, and DPS is pretty high as well. But these are the passive. Flame Absorption. Anytime this unit gets attacked or attacks a burning enemy, removes the burn from that enemy. Don't know why they do that, okay? When the burn is removed via this passive, gains 50% more damage and 15% range buff that lasts 15 seconds. Okay. I don't think he burns enemies. He just removes burn, I believe. The next passive is pretty much Fire Manipulation. Attacks from this unit applies burn for 30% damage for 5 seconds. I guess this is why he burns, because maybe he burns the enemy and then he removes it and he gets the buff. At least that's what I assume. If the buff from Fire Absorption and activate, this unit detonate any burn applied to enemy after one hit. Okay, pretty cool, I guess. I don't really know if we can check out his passive. The only reason why I say that because the enemy is too weak right now, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We're gonna skip like a bunch of waves. So these okay, they still don't have enough HP, I guess. But he pretty much applies burn and then he disables burn on the enemy, so then he gets like crazy buffs and stuff. But overall, pretty good. I mean, gains 50% more damage is kind of insane in my personal opinion. That's actually really good. Yeah, he deals burn. I believe I saw that as well. Yeah, he deals burn. I don't know if the damage thing pops up, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But yeah, these are pretty much his stats right now. Overall, pretty cool. Alright, so next character showcase is pretty much Weather Report. So let's check out the animation. Pretty cool. He also does slow. That's actually pretty nice. So I'll go through these afterwards. But he does pretty much slow, which is pretty nice. Upgrade Tornado Tusk. I can't tell you pronounce it, but pretty cool stuff. And yeah, you can look at that. I know it's very laggy for you guys, so I might restart this match if I'm gonna be honest, because it is very laggy. So let's max him out. Atmospheric Blitz. That's the next move, and it's a huge cone, by the way. That's pretty nice. So these are pretty much his passives. So when this unit attacks an enemy, spawns in thunderclouds on the ground around where the enemy was attacked. These cloud lingers for 10 seconds. Any enemy that passes through these clouds are burned for 40% of this unit's damage for 6 seconds. Overall, actually pretty good. Some small damage over time stuff. Next passive is called the Snails. Anytime this unit attacks a non-boss enemy, turns that enemy into a snail, slowing by 50% for 30 seconds. Anytime this unit damages the enemy, inflicts bubbled. What does that even mean? Next attack, hitting the enemy deals 30% more damage. Okay, so he pretty much slows down the enemy and then become bubble, slowing down for like I believe 50%. Yeah, the normal like speed. That's actually pretty good. He's probably meta as well, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So now I pretty much restart the match. So the next character is this female. So let's upgrade her, and she got a new move. I did not see that name, by the way, so that's my bad. But let's see. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. Okay, she gets a huge AOE, which I'll gladly take. That's actually pretty nice, and she also gets a new move as well. But yeah, for the looks of it, big AoE flash thing, so that's actually really nice. It's like a full AoE actually. Sets are actually honestly pretty insane, and she did get that buff thing, which is from the looks of it, it looks like after she deals damage, she gets buffed. But now let's read the unit's passive. So, Lover of Humanity, this unit inflicts burn for 30% of this unit's damage over 5 seconds. Buff all fires ally within the range by 20% damage. Definitely want to try that with, honestly, Esganor later, but yeah. The Sun God, alright, this unit always attacks in a fixed cycle. Attacks 2, then 3, then 4, gaining 50% more damage, or attacking damage each time it uses a new attack, but the bonus resets when cycle repeats back to attack 2. So yeah, on the looks of it, she does get into like that cycle because her damage get buffs after she, yeah, you guys can see the damage got buffed and then it pretty much decreased and stuff, so that's pretty nice. But that's pretty much her stats. Now let's delete her, and we're gonna be showing this second to last unit. But yeah, this is pretty much her AoE thingy. From looks like she throws like, is that cards or something? So that's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, this is pretty much her stats. Overall, it's nothing too, I don't know, it's not really that good in my personal opinion, but she also gets this like layer thing. Alright, but let's go through the passive. After attacking 20 times, this unit will gain a new attack layer. These layer will drop when there's no target, up to 3 layers. This unit attacks on 0.2 SPA. Okay, so I'm guessing it doesn't really attack on 1 SPA. Dodges all attacks in any game mode with luck-based mechanic. This unit greatly increases the odds for any rare to occur. Okay, cool, I guess. So this is like a new move, Evil Eye Circle or Evil Ceiling Circle. Alright, and then she pretty much set this unit to 4 layers for 10 seconds upon ending set to layer 3. I personally don't know how you check what layer these characters are at, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but I mean, stat-wise, it's nothing too crazy. I mean, 0.2 SPA, we take that, but if I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know if she's really meta, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Maybe she's meta, I mean, who knows if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Alright, so now we're pretty much gonna be showcasing the GOAT himself, Esganor, and yeah, these are pretty much his stats. Honestly, pretty insane stuff. You guys can see, yeah, he gets buffed every wave, so you guys don't know that this is pretty much his passive. He pretty much gets buffed every, yeah, pretty much every wave. So we're pretty much gonna max him out and stuff and showcase his stats. But animations first, pretty cool. We're also gonna do this. Does get a new cone attack, pretty cool. Alright, so now let's upgrade some more. Cruel Rain, let's check this one out. Alright, pretty cool. It looks like he just throws a bunch of Cruel Sun and Cruel Prominence. Alright, let's check this one out as well. I guess this is the Cruel Sun one. Okay, so he gets a new mode called Ultimate. Alright, pretty cool stuff. But anyways, he has a bunch of passives, so let's go through all that. So the one above all, on the pre-match screen, pretty much like burn unit slots. For every slot burn or empty slot, permanent gains 1 hour stack. So yeah, pretty much if he's, let's say I choose like to burn all 5 of my units, he's gonna get, I believe, 6 stacks or 5 stacks at the start. And yeah, he pretty much costs like 0 money. I'll showcase it afterwards and stuff, just to show you guys it. Pretty much for every wave pass, this unit gains 1 hour stack, which is pretty much this thing. And he pretty much gains 15% damage and 1.5% range, so you guys can see like these increasing. And when at 12 stack, this unit gains 30% more damage, and all enemy in the range gets inflicted with burn for 2% of this unit's damage for 5 seconds every second upon hitting 12 stacks, it will lower the stack. So yeah, once he's 12 stack, it's gonna go down. And I believe it goes down to like 0 stack and then it goes back up again. So the next passive is called Sunshine. Pretty much attack inflicts burn for 30% of this unit's damage for 5 seconds. If an enemy leaves this unit's range, this unit inflicts the enemy with burn for 100% of this unit's damage for 5 seconds. Anytime this unit inflicts burn on enemy, cleanses all debuff and status effect from himself. So pretty nice stuff. And yeah, this is pretty much one of his passive, pretty much ultimate. Set self to pretty much 12 stacks. And then he gains 50% more damage and it can no longer lose hour stack. After 5 waves, pretty much sell this unit, and he also has Alliance Sin ability. Pretty much deals 400% damage to every enemy in the range, can only be used once per match. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, we can pretty much skip waves to get him to like max stats. So yeah, this is his max stats. But what we can do is, like, if we activate this, he pretty much will deal more damage. And from the looks of it, he also gets buffed as well because of this unit. Let's see here. Yeah, from the looks of it, he does get buffed. And yeah, 1.18, if we sell this, it'll become 1.11. Yeah, he does get that 20% buff, which honestly is pretty nice. And then he also has an ultimate as well, which I kind of want to use, but I don't really have I mean, I do have animations on. I highly doubt it's going to play anything, but let's try it out and see if it does anything. Okay, let's check out this animation. Alright, pretty cool. So it's a mini cutscene, and yeah, he deals 400% of this unit's damage. So I'm guessing it's like 4 million to like 5 million damage. So honestly, pretty nice. And yeah, other than that though, that's pretty much this showcase. In my personal opinion, Esganor is like he is the Vanguard unit of this update. So he's like supposed to be like the coolest unit in this update, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And yeah, I'll end the video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Coming from the bottom, better move with caution. When I bring this out, final form, I'm a slave. When I pull up, get thunderclap, my slayers running back. Make sure these demons remember the name. Doing dirty like EU when I'm dead calm. Till I get hot, but I see through all your dead plots. I'm in the guys that need to cut your head off. Pull up with your demons and make it short in that scar. Been like a pillar, my lessons breathing when I'm breath locked. That wrong, thinking that's my best shot. Flower guy, hero, call me crocodile. Upper moon, lower moon, say I'm like a hot shit out. Whirlpool flow, cause I'm trying to drip. Flash dance, leaving man till I try to clips. They talk shit, see it, and it's coming out from inside your mouth. So tomorrow going out a bitch, I pull